literally 11 o'clock at night, but I don't care because we're going to stay up real quick to talk about some spoilers, baby. Going on my YouTube and subscribers, Marvel fans alike. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend because Black Panther Wakanda Forever is now officially in theaters for the entire world to see. Get back from seeing the movie for a second time, so that means we are going to get into some spoilers. Plus, a little side note, I made a video a couple months ago talking about, like, you know, how T'Challa is going to, you know, pass away in this movie, how they're going to explain that. It's crazy how what I thought was going to happen ended up kind of happening in this movie, so gold star for me. That being said, let's just get into it. Let's talk about some spoilers. If you have not seen Wakanda Forever, it's in theaters now. Watch the movie, talk about it, and we'll come back here and talk some spoilers. We're going to spoil the shit for this movie out of you. I'll try to do a beat by beat of the movie, you know, talk about as much as I can, because it's like 11 o'clock. This movie is like 2 hours, 25 minutes long. These movies get longer and longer. I think this is like the longest movie in phase 4, I think. So let's talk some spoilers. Here we go. About the way the movie opens up. The movie just like opens up, just like, oh yeah, here we go. Shit's getting down. You found out that T'Challa is like, he's kind of pretty much flatlining and shit. And Shuri comes in and she's just like, oh, gotta save my brother. You, not Jarvis, synthesize this thing to save my brother. And then Queen Ramonda comes in. She's pretty much just like, your brother's gone. But immediately the movie kicks off with T'Challa passing away to some sort of unknown illness, and we get the funeral scene that you saw in the trailer pretty much right off the jump. So pretty much the movie just opens up with the feels and the funeral and T'Challa's dead and Wakanda Forever. I like that. It's just like, yeah, because I got a brother, pretty much just like, this movie for me pretty much just sadness and shit, everyone crying. I literally told him that I feel like the beginning of the movie is pretty much gonna be the funeral, then the rest of the movie's gonna happen. And I was right. Shit was emotional though. Like, I didn't cry in this movie, I didn't, but I was feeling it here, like, shit's getting to me. For a year from now, Shuri pretty much, like, the way she's dealing with her brother's loss is pretty much just like, you know, how Tony Stark deal with it. Just bury yourself in your work and shit, tinkering. Oh, that led to Iron Man 3. You know what happened with that movie. She's just like doing her shit. I like that she had this new AI and stuff like that, you know, even though Queen Ramonda was just like, AI, they're gonna lead us to extinction. Yeah, but the real, like, kind of heart and soul in this movie, more or less, is kind of like moving on, but also like trying to like celebrate kind of life in general. It's one when they talk about it, because this movie is like long as shit, and it's not without its problems. It does have some pacing and stuff like that. There are a couple moments where I was just like I wasn't lost, but I could kind of feel like the casual people were just like, I'm trying to really remember this movie, because like I said, the movie's 2 hours 45 minutes freaking long. A lot of shit happened. Like, I know like the last half of the movie, the first half of the movie, fuck up it. I know that we got Namor gets on the scene like that because like what do they call it? I'm gonna call them the blue people, the Atlanteans, the blue people. They're pretty much just like get on the scene because the thing is that there is other vibranium things on the ocean floor and shit like that, and pretty much the government's just like, Wakanda, you haven't shared your vibranium with us and shit since 2018 when Wakanda opened up the world. Fucks up with that. It's pretty much just like, I am the queen of Wakanda, and you're not getting my shit. Because of the first half of the movie, the fact that the government thinks that Wakanda is the one doing all these strike shit like that, and they're pretty much on the verge of a war. You have Namor pretty much just like, yeah, I just want to wage war pretty much on the surface dwellers. And Wakanda, you can be our allies, or you can be our enemies. Choose. And it's just pretty much like, I get Namor, because they really break down his backstory, stuff like that. We get to visit his home world of Atlantis. No. He visits home world, stuff like that, and his pretty much idea is that he's not really like a traditional villain. Pretty much is pretty much on the agenda of like, yeah, you know, humanity fucking my people over, so yeah, I'm gonna fuck them over. They pretty much just drown the whole surface world, drown them all. I don't blame them, because humanity, yeah, humans, we just suck. So more or less, Shuri goes on a mission with Okoye, Okoye is so badass in this movie. I love her even more in this movie. This is like halfway her movie. She's fucking shining. She has like good comedic moments. She has good dialogue. She has good heartful moments. We got to act her ass off. Children throwing that spear. Awesome. But they pretty much go to Boston, Massachusetts, stuff like that. Or was it just Massachusetts? They go to Massachusetts, to MIT, to get Riri Williams, who was definitely a standout in the movie. I don't know who Riri Williams is. Pretty much just Ironheart, you know, she's like female Iron Man, sorta. She was awesome in the movie too. I loved her humor. There was a moment in the movie when they first met, and she's just like, well, why don't you just have another Black Panther? Shuri's just like, it doesn't work like that anymore. She says, like, one of my favorite quotes. She's just like, oh, so y'all thought deciding to have Black Panthers as soon as I get kidnapped. So I just love my girl. She says some real shit. Yeah, then we get our obligatory, you know, Marvel action scene where, you know, cops are chasing Shuri down and they get fucked up. And then that's when Namor's two henchmen and shit, they get on the scene, they fuck Okoye up, and they take Shuri and Riri down to Atlantis. If it's called that. If it's not called that, don't crucify me. I don't fucking know. Take her down there. Pretty much Namor just like, yeah, here's how I got my origin. Oh, by the way, I'm a mutant. Say the word mutant, like officially, like mutant. He's a mutant. It's a mutant sort of thing. And he's pretty much just like, yeah, I'm a mutant, and I'm just pretty much gonna just drown the surface world. Wakanda, you can be with me or you can be against me. What you gonna do, Shuri? And what ends up happening is the Nakia, it's a lot of names to remember. Nakia, she goes in, saves Shuri and Riri at the expense of, spoilers, here we go. When Ramonda, she dies, R.I.P. trying to save Riri because Namor pretty much is like, oh, you stole the princess? Okay, Wakanda, you're getting drowned. It's over. And she does that and she dies. So we have 2 funerals in this movie. I was not ready for that. I was like, the fuck? You didn't tell me there were 2 funerals in this movie. What the hell's going on? Damn, Shuri lost her mother, her father, and her brother. This is a rough life for her. She's just on that vengeance path and stuff like that, because at the beginning of the movie, she was trying to synthesize a new heart-shaped herb. You know, that's the herb that gives Black Panthers their power and shit. She was trying to do that, but it didn't fail. She couldn't get the right component, so now it's like with Riri Williams and her teaming up, they're pretty much like, yeah, we gotta stop Namor, and I want my vengeance and shit because he killed my mother. But anyway, with T'Challa's DNA and something plot related, they made the heart-shaped herb. She goes to the ancestral plane, and this one made me be like, this made the whole crowd be like, what the fuck? It was Michael B. Jordan came back as Killmonger. That was dope. I was just like, holy shit, this is just getting good. Pretty much Killmonger just like, okay, you tried it your father's way, you tried it T'Challa's way, maybe you try my way. You know, vengeance is a dish best served cold. So try it. So more or less, she comes back from the ancestral plane. She's pretty much like, okay, I got a plan. We're gonna get Namor. Pretty much, we can just nullify his powers by just, you know, drying him up on dry land. So the Wakandans and the blue people, the avatars, they clash. And you got Shuri. She finally suits up in her awesome Black Panther suit that also looked great. I love that. That was good reveal. And I got spoiled for us in the trailers and on the marketing. So it was just like, oh, well, here she is now in her new suit. Okay, still look good though. I'm not gonna knock that. But you got Shuri and Namor, they're squaring off, and Shuri does defeat him on some whole like Wakanda Forever. Didn't see that coming, motherfucker. Used the jet engine from her plane to pretty much burn Namor's back. And she got him on the ground, and she's pretty much just like, okay, I could kill this motherfucker because he did kill my mom. She decides that, you know what, I'm not gonna do the vengeance thing. So yeah, you just take your people and fuck off, and Wakanda will protect your secrets, and that'll be that. So then Namor just fucks off, and then yeah, everything's cool, Wakanda now, and to cheer. Who is texting me? What the fuck? So Shuri pretty much is like, yeah, I'm gonna send Riri Williams back, and she gets her Ironheart suit. That was dope. The Mark II suit, that was great. She'll keep it though, so guess she's gonna have to make a new suit for Armor Wars or her own solo series on Disney Plus that you'll get next year. She pretty much just goes to where she found Nakia with the, you know, the what does she have? I think it was her brother's funeral corpse or whatever. She burns it. She lets herself cry. And the movie kind of just cuts off and ends. I was just like, I usually hate abrupt endings, but before that happened, we had a montage of clips of Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa, so that made me be like, oh shit, Wakanda Forever. That made me forgive it. Now, there is a post-credit scene, only one, so there's only one. It's the mid-credit scenes. You don't gotta stay till the end of the credits, so now you know. And pretty much is Nakia, you see in the background, she goes to Shuri, and she has a little boy with her. So you see the little boy, you're just like, obviously, T'Challa's son, right? Right. It is T'Challa's son. My brother was like, that's an ugly kid. I'm just like, you don't say that out loud. Come on. So anyway, yeah, that's the post-credit scene. It's T'Challa's son. And Shuri meets him, and now it's just like, okay, well, that no Phase 5 shit, but now that's over. And the day of Wakanda Forever was an amazing good movie to end off Phase 4. I had a great time with it. That's my spoiler talk on the movie, more or less beat for beat. But you need to know, I don't want the video to be like fucking 17 minutes long. So that's what you need to know about T'Challa and Wakanda Forever. Those are spoilers. What are your thoughts on the movie? Type a little note, just talk about it. Talk to me your spoiler thoughts on the movie below. Let's talk about it. Wakanda Forever, and as always, subscribe. Until next time.